Yo, what's up, guys? We are back again for the podcast. I know it's been a hot minute or two, about 4 months.
It's been a little more than 2 minutes, man. It's been about 4 months, but yeah, for sure.
I got my boy Shawnee Boy back.
Absolutely, I'm back. We are here to do the
Back
podcast.
at it like a crack addict, baby.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're back and
yeah.
back at school. MSU.
Right, yeah. Last time we did the podcast was about the draft, and a lot has happened
Since that.
since then. And we're not going to talk about any of it. We're going to skip through all of that
Fast forward
and just talk about what's happening now. So, Jesus Christ. So, guys, that was our door knocking. It scared the shit out of me.
Boom! Was a gunshot.
Yeah, that was
alive.
She knocked so viciously. I can't stand it. Anyway, so a lot has transpired. We're gonna sort of skim through a lot of that. I think we might do some team overviews probably next week. I'm prepped for week 2, and we'll go through every team. But for now, let's talk about Packers on the road against Bears. Now, this game was awful.
I left after halftime.
Yeah, he left after. It was brutal. All right, so. What were some bad things I saw?
Well, Aaron Rodgers throwing Hail Marys, bro.
Well, look, not only... Okay, here are my issues. The Packers' interior offensive line was terrible. I don't know their guards' names. Lane Taylor and some other guy. Awful. Aaron Rodgers got sacked so many times. And there were so many... And there was just like... Every time he got hit, I was like, oh shit, man. Like, I hope he, like... You know what I mean? Like, I hope he's not injured. And I'm like, all right. This is brutal to watch. And, like, I get it's the Bears, but you have to block better. You have to. And look, that probably goes into play calling, too. And I get it. It's week 1. They need time to develop. But Packers' offensive line, besides Dave Bakhtiari, they need help. But what sort of, corresponds with that is their receiving core. It's not great.
They have nobody.
I love Devontae Adams. I think he's really underrated. I think Jimmy Graham's a decent enough target at 33. But
he's 33 years old.
Yeah, I know. He's getting there. And what's his name? Yeah, Valdez. He was on the team last year. Valdez Scantling. He had a good game. He's solid. He sort of is like what Equinemius St. Brown, I think his name is.
Yeah.
From Notre Dame, that just really tall target that A-Rod can throw to. But again,
he threw a Hail Mary basically.
Well, right, and that one drive was pretty. I mean, that's it. That's why they won. So that one is. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not gonna discredit their defense. They played much better than I anticipated. That front seven was phenomenal, and I'm pretty sure Rashawn Gary didn't even play.
Shit, I forgot he's on that team.
Yeah, he didn't even. I'm pretty sure he wasn't even in, which makes it even more impressive. But again, they got a lot of mid-tier guys in free agency, and it looks like it paid off. So
Adrian Amos.
Yeah. No. Darnell Savage. Oh yeah, they got Amos too, but they got
Darnell Savage.
Yeah.
Played pretty good.
Yeah, no, I like Darnell a lot. I think it's going to be a really quality safety. But yeah, no, and then moving on to the Bears.
Trubisky threw some very risky throws.
He did. I mean, he was very on and off. He made a couple of really good throws, but not a great start.
For what he did last year, yeah.
Yeah, and I was saying last night too, I think the big sort of missing key of that offense is a reliable running back. You got Cohen and David Montgomery as halfback, and Mike Davis too, and they're gonna rotate those guys, but they need a guy that they can rely on. So I mean, maybe like Melvin Gordon. I mean, if they honestly, that's one of those things. I'm not trying to get too skeptical here, but I think that's something that they should sort of inquire about, because I think Melvin Gordon would be really great for them, and that would take a lot of the pressure off Trubisky, because he threw 44 passes, 45. He threw it 45 times. He got sacked 5 times. I think that's just you can't be having that, and especially and this is a pretty significant loss, even though it is a Thursday night game, week 1. It was in Chicago, and I think it could really damage the Bears this year, this one loss. And I hope it's not a sign to what's to come with Chicago, because I do like them. They have a top 3 defense for sure, but I will say, I mean, their secondary looked pretty weak at times. I'll admit. I mean, Fuller's great, but Yeah, I don't know. They sort of
Haha.
they were good. They were really good, but there were some plays where I'm like, especially that 74-yard drive. I was like, dude, you have to defend there in that. Like, honestly, like I get it's A-Rod, but they let him go up the middle, and I think it was Scantling that made that catch. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, it was.
um,
How about the Bears kicker, bro? He
made the
didn't
kick.
choke.
Yeah, isn't that sort of funny that they were all upset about their kicker? Like that's why we didn't go to the divisional round. And now
He
literally he's the only points they scored. That's really rough. Allen Robinson played well though. That was good to watch because that sort of confirmed that he's going to be their reliable target this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was a really bad game, and I like defensive matchups a lot. I like defensive showdowns, but it was almost too much. It was just nothing was happening.
Very boring. It's
Slow. Yeah, and there was
we had the buffering.
Oh yeah, we were trying to the buffering was bad. We watched it online because I don't have cable here, so that was
We're
brutal.
broke college students.
That was not fun. But yeah, so that was Packers Bears. Just a weird game, a weird opener. If I'm a fan of either team, I'm not too optimistic either way. Even though Packers got the win, that offense was
kind of trash.
It was bad. I mean, I'm trying to like defend them and say, "Oh no," but they got like no, they were bad, man. I mean, they had 2 full quarters where they got 4 total yards. 4 total yards in 2 quarters. That's insane to me. And especially that first couple drives was just awful to watch. But again, Matt LaFleur, like he's a new coach. I get it. And especially when you don't have enough weapons, they don't have like that premier running back. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to really get it going. But again, the I will say their glimmer of hope is their defense, which I was excited to watch this year. And they actually have been, I mean, at least from this game, they've been doing pretty well. So yeah. I give them credit. And again, Rashawn Gary didn't play. So with him on the field, could be a different story, could be even better. But we're going to go to the week 1 matchups. We'll go through it.
I wanted to say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we were back again for week 1 with the podcast and everything else. I would like to maybe do every week.
Yeah,
every
for
2
sure.
weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to have a more updated. Because I know we did last year. It was kind of like spontaneous. We're like, oh, let's just do it during the draft.
Yeah, there was no consistency. Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, this is something fun for us to do on the side.
Right. Because we weren't doing this during the fall.
No.
This is not so to be able to. As much. Yeah, we didn't even like really know each other that well until second semester. Yeah. So I'm stoked to be doing this. Podcasts are really fun. But yeah, I'm excited for this football season. It's going to be really cool. Maybe talk some NBA as well.
Talk some real life stuff too.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Some updates and shit. And yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I am a little tired right now. I am
too.
If our voices sound tired, it's because we are tired. So bear with us.
First time back, we'll be good for next time. Don't worry.
We'll be very
prepared,
energetic. For the next one.
All right, bring us to our first matchup.
So first game, it's Titans on the road against the Browns in Cleveland.
The new Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting. I actually like the matchup. I don't think it's gonna be
a blowout.
Yeah, no, I think the Titans are a bit underrated, and I know their quarterback situation's weird with Mariota and Tannehill, but they still have a lot of talent. I think that receiving core is fantastic. Like, I think it's very underappreciated, right? Because I mean, they got AJ Brown in the draft, who's my favorite receiver. He's gonna be really reliable. Might even end up right. They got Corey Davis, who I know he hasn't developed into anything too special yet, but again,
he's young, so in time.
Right? Yeah, and he's a fantastic route runner. Like you can't get enough of those guys. And you got Corey Davis. They got Taywan Taylor as well, who I really really dig. I think he's gonna be really good. And then they still got what's his name, Taraji Sharp or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, that receiving core is still really nice. They got Delaney Walker still, I believe, right? Yeah, he's still there.
Key thing is Mariota needs to stay healthy.
Right.
I know they have Ryan Tannehill as the backup,
which isn't a bad
also
option.
unhealthy too.
Well, right, yeah, exactly.
And who you gonna throw in after that?
They're both injury prone, and Mariota is obviously not the most consistent quarterback out there. So.
I do see them running some trick plays just because Tannehill has some wide receiver experience.
Right.
Mariota's quick, and I know injuries obviously, but you never know. Look at all the new NFL stuff.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
I agree, and their defense still looks pretty nice.
They do have a decent defense,
right? They got Mike Vrabel, or what's his name?
Cliff Averill?
Yeah. Mike Vrabel. He's really good. He's a good coach, and I think I don't know. I like the Titans this year. I think they're definitely sneaky. I don't know if they're a playoff team by any means, but I can see them winning at least 7 games. I think they have the talent to do it. The young talent. They got Derrick Henry still. I mean, he's really solid. Yeah, I like them. But I do in this game in particular. It's in Cleveland. It's gonna be close. I got the Browns though. Just the firepower they have. That defensive line's looking really nice. Yeah, we'll get into that probably next week or whenever we talk about the team separately. But the Browns, I think, are a bit. It's crazy saying this like out loud, but the Cleveland Browns have too much hype. They are like. Sure. I think it's. And like I get it because they have so much talent, but I don't know what that really is going to produce. I don't know if they're even going to make the playoffs, which I know sounds stupid, but I mean I definitely can see them going like maybe 10-6,
but not make the playoffs.
I don't see them going crazy. I don't see Baker winning MVP. I mean, look, I can maybe see them winning division in terms of because I mean that division's sort of weird this year. I mean Steelers, we have no idea how they're going to do without Antonio. I like the Steelers. Their defense still needs work, especially that secondary.
They were lost to Ryan Shazier.
Yeah, right. They still are. They did get Devin Bush in the draft, which I think was an awesome pick. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely weird with the Steelers and then the Ravens.
They have Odell now.
Right. Yeah, the Browns have Odell and
okay.
Denzel Ward looks great and fucking. I like this team. I like it a lot, but
a lot of drama.
Well, yeah, not even that, but like I still think they're young.
Yeah.
I still think they're inexperienced, and they need, especially with what's his name, Hitchens or whatever, the new coach. I mean, again, it's his first year, so
you never know.
I mean, I think they should have kept Greg Williams, who's now the DC of New York Jets, but I don't know. I think they should have kept him. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise us and go 13-3. Maybe they'll pull the Cowboys and go 14-2. I mean, honestly, it's one of those weird teams I can't get a grasp of. But, yeah, I do have them winning against the Titans, probably like 24-17. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. Just something around that. But
let's move on to the Ravens versus Dolphins now.
It's
a weird matchup.
It's because teams do struggle playing in Miami. As bad as this team looks this year, they do. I do have the Ravens, though. I don't think Dolphins are going to be ready to handle... Because Lamar Jackson's going to have, like, at least 15 carries.
But the Ravens' defense got kind of beat up.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I agree. I still think they're valuable. I still think they're at least a top 10 defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did lose C.J. Mosley, which is really, really big.
They picked up Earl Thomas, though, right?
But they did get Earl Thomas.
Yeah, they did. But he's a little older.
Right, but he is still one of the best safeties in the league.
No, for sure.
I think he'll definitely be a big factor. But, the clock is sort of running out on the Ravens, though. I think they need to do something special soon. Because, again, they have a lot of vets on defense. So, I think their time is sort of running out, which sucks because they have such a young quarterback in Lamar Jackson.
They have Hollywood Brown now, too.
They got Hollywood Brown, who I was pretty low on, if you remember in the draft. I think it's a good fit in terms of that speedy deep threat. I just don't
have to throw it there.
Right, exactly, and I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe they'll run some fucking jet sweeps and stuff, and just like I don't know. I think it's they have versatility, which is nice for Harbaugh, but I don't know. The Ravens are a weird team, but I do like them against the Dolphins. Dolphins, especially after trading away Tunsil and Stills.
They got Fitzmagic.
Which, by the way, I do think that trade was worth it for the Dolphins. In terms of Tunsil's a great left tackle, maybe even the franchise left tackle. He's not worth two. He's not worth 2 first-round picks, though. I think that's. I mean, I love that they traded Stills. I think they paid him too much in the first place, and they want to. Again, they're rebuilding this team, this franchise. So I think it was a really great move by them, and a good move for the Texans too. Though I think they want to win now, so trading away future picks isn't that big of a problem. But yeah, no, I got the Ravens winning this one in Miami. Again, though, I think close, like 14-13, like a low-scoring affair, I think. Unless the Dolphins' defense really struggles against Lamar Jackson, which could definitely be the case.
I got the Ravens in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's sort of an easy pick. But then again, it's week 1.
You never know.
You never know. You never know. And again, it's in
My
Miami.
Giants might beat the Cowboys. You never know.
Oh. Let's go to that, actually. Let's go to Giants-Cowboys next.
Zeke
Who do
won.
you got winning this game?
Who do you think, bro?
Dallas.
No.
You have the New York Giants.
My New York football
going
Giants,
into
bro.
Dallas, who has Zeke back.
Fuck Dallas.
So, I got Dallas winning this game. Yeah. It's hard.
Bro, Eli Manning's going to throw for 400 yards.
Okay. I like Saquon in this game, even though I do like Dallas has a great run defense with DeMarcus Lawrence.
They'll all get arrested.
Trust me, I know we lost to them in the wild card, so because they stopped our run. Anyway, I like the Cowboys in this one. Again, it could be week 1 is tough to predict because every game is going to be.
Giants are going undefeated.
Okay. So I just funny say that I was talking to a Giants fan the other day who says that they're legit, like this is legit. Said that they were going to go 10-6, but like not even kidding.
Is he on drugs? Did he get checked out by a doctor?
I hope. I hope they're not going 10-6. Maybe 6 games. I think that's their ceiling.
Saquon's going to lead us.
Again, that's the thing though. I think Saquon could be the difference in those games. But yeah, no, I have Dallas winning this one probably.
Daniel Jones will play week 4.
Maybe no. I think Eli's going to play at least like start the first 10 games. At least I don't think they're going to start Daniel Jones that early.
He looked very good in preseason.
Yeah, it's preseason.
Shut the fuck up.
It's fucking preseason. I think Daniel Jones looked solid. But yeah, I got Dallas winning 27-13, maybe 31-13. Giants are not going to get points up. Period.
Saquon Barkley's going to do a one-hand catch like Odell.
Yeah, he's going to do the Odell catch. Yeah, I could totally see that, Matt. That's totally going to happen.
I want to go to Jets versus Bills.
Jets-Bills. That's an interesting one because I'm really high on the Jets this year, higher than I probably should be. I also like the Bills though. I think that defense looks really good. Josh Allen hopefully has a really good sophomore year. I don't know. It's gonna be a good matchup. I do have the Jets though. They have a lot of power on that defense. That front 7 looks really nice. Even with Avery Williamson being injured for the year, I still think they're gonna be solid. Quentin Williams is going to be a beast. Leonard Williams hopefully comes back, does pretty well. I think they have Henry Anderson as well. It's an interesting take. CJ Mosley, they got CJ Mosley. The secondary is obviously not great. That's Tremaine Johnson. And they got Jamal Adams and Marcus May. I think their safety core is pretty great, but their corners are pretty rough.
Bills has a decent defense though too.
No, yeah, I really like the Bills defense.
I them in fantasy.
I just don't think they have the. I think Cole Beasley's a big signing. I think that really changes things. Yeah, because he's going to have that reliable sort of slot receiver, which I like Zay Jones a lot too. I think he's really solid. So they don't have a running back though. They got Frank Gore and Devin Singletary, the rookie.
You got Father Time out there.
It's not enough, yeah. And I like Frank Gore this year. I think he's gonna have a lot of. He might get like double-digit touchdowns just because they're gonna run him in the goal line. But yeah, no, I think they're gonna be okay for this game though. Yeah, I got Jets. Pretty low score, probably like 20-17, 20-14.
Let's go to your Seattle Seahawks with the Bengals.
So Seahawks are against Bengals is at home. Seattle struggles week 1 a lot, but
it's the Bengals.
It's the Bengals. It's in Seattle. They got Clowney now. I think that defense is going to be a bit too overpowered for the Bengals. Especially because I think the Bengals. I think it's their left. Cordy Glenn, their left tackle, I think is out, which is huge. Like if that's true, that is huge for Seattle because they will destroy their backup. That's like gonna be rough. Our offense, Seattle's offense is gonna be pretty mediocre. I think the first game because we always are. The first 2 weeks, Seattle's offense they struggle to sort of get rhythm unless the offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, if he just relies on the run like he should, then we'll be okay. But yeah, I got Seattle. Maybe 24-7, 24-10.
Yeah.
I don't see the Bengals really getting much done. They don't have A.J. Green. They got Tyler Boyd, who I really like. But yeah, that Bengals team's really underwhelming. So I got Seattle winning.
Well, you're biased, bro, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Although that's the first game too. It's because the Bengals at home. It's like, yeah, I have to pick them. Like,
I like the Texans versus Saints Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that's a good primetime game. I've got Saints.
Yeah, Saints.
Even though they, again, sort of like Seattle, they struggle sort of early in the season. I do think being in New Orleans, that's gonna be pretty. Especially this Texans team. I really do like them, but their defense is a little questionable. I think that secondary needs help. But especially, that's the thing too, the Texans that worries me is like, you know, when they're playing high-powered offenses, they're gonna get wrecked. I do see a really high. I see like a 41-30, 41-31. Like, it's gonna be high scoring.
Last year with the Chiefs,
it's gonna be a shootout.
Rams.
Right? Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout. But yeah, I do have the Saints. So. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Exactly. No, I like the Saints in this one. They're gonna win it. Yeah, I hate just picking home teams, but that's sort of week 1 is like pretty.
Oakland Raiders versus the Denver Broncos.
So
Antonio Drama Brown.
Yeah, this is really a weird game. I don't know. I got the Broncos, but I know. I'm very low on the Raiders this year. I'd be shocked if they won 6 games. I'm not high on them at all. They're so dysfunctional. When your starting receiver is screaming and threatening the general manager of the team, you know that there is something very, very wrong. Yeah, I don't like it. And even this whole situation where they're letting him play week 1, I think is very stupid. I think it's terrible for the team. It sets a really bad precedent for him. I don't like it.
He's a whole blank.
Yeah, he's a bitch. I got Denver. You know, I think their defense is going to be good enough to stop the Raiders. It is in Oakland, however, so who knows? But yeah, I'm going to go Denver.
An interesting game? Colts versus Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers are going to win.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it could get the blowout territory. I don't mind Brissett either.
They just signed somebody too, right?
They signed him. They re-signed
Brissett.
Yeah.
I thought they signed somebody else too as like his backup.
Oh, probably. I don't know who they signed, but
You have to sign Johnny Manziel.
Oh, for sure.
Hot
dude.
take.
For sure, dude.
Stephen A. Smith over here.
But yeah, no, I like Chargers. I will say though, I'm less optimistic about the Chargers season. Losing Derwin James is huge. Like, I think that you cannot underestimate him, and you can't underestimate the impact that his loss can have.
For
Season.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's out for season.
What do you do?
I
Did he
forget.
trip and fall?
I forget, but it's brutal. Like, not having him back there, it's gonna be. And I really like Nazir Adderley, their safety they just drafted. I was really high on him.
Madden has to get rid of his X Factor now.
No, it's actually really bad. That's a huge loss. But yeah, I got Chargers, probably by at least 2 possessions.
Maybe 5.
Maybe. It's a possibility. No, I don't know. Next matchup, though, this is going to go quick. Lions on the road against the Cardinals. I'm going to go... Well, not that it's going to be a blowout, but there's not much to talk about. I'm going to go Lions, but...
Kerryon Johnson, baby?
Yeah, I think Kerryon Johnson's going to be really big in this game. The Lions' defense is looking all right. The Lions are a weird team. They're just so average, and I'm really excited, for... T.J. Hawkinson. I think he's going to be...
Iowa.
He's a threat. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Stafford uses him. And yeah, I'm excited for that.
Stafford's probably going to use ass,
but... Jesus Christ. No, but...
anyway...
I'll say this, though. For Kyler, this is not terrible...
Week 1.
Like, I do like the Lions D-line, but I'm looking at their injury report right now.
They have Sue, they got...
They got Trey Flowers, Deshaun Hand, Gerard Davis at linebacker, but some of those guys are questionable, so I don't know if they're going to play. But, yeah, I got Lions. Low-scoring game, though, I do think. But, yeah, expect Kerryon Johnson to get 100 yards. That Cardinals front 7 is brutal. It's really brutal. But, yeah, next game...
Eagles, Redskins.
Yeah, it's gonna be Eagles.
Dwayne Haskins is gonna
definitely blow out. No, he's not playing. It's
Joe Flacco.
No. Oh my God! Why can't I?
Kirk Cousins.
Case Keenum. Kirk Cousins. Jesus. I know we're tired, but goddamn. Yeah, Case Keenum. It's his first start. I don't think this is gonna be that big of a blowout. As good as the Eagles are, and it's in Philly, I think Case Keenum is gonna be able to get like probably 250 on, but I don't know. That defense looks pretty bad though.
Nick Foles is gonna beat the Chiefs.
Let me tell you something. I actually, and it's weird to say, I agree. I was
completely 100% joking.
I had the Jags beating the Chiefs week 1.
The Jags?
Yeah, I think it's in Jacksonville.
Why are you always picking a home team?
I like the defense. I know, but I do actually like Jacksonville a lot this year. And this is a proving game for sure. But Nick Foles, I don't know how well he's going to do, but I know that if any defense can, stack up with the Chiefs, I think it is the Jags. That defense is looking nice.
Jalen Ramsey's going to boom Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Fucking bitch ass. He's got a contract extension. So screw that guy.
I wish I have a contract extension.
Yeah, no.
Did we get it from the podcast already?
Yeah. What?
Did we get our contract from the podcast?
No.
They didn't call us?
No.
Shit.
Literally no one's called us. No, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a really high scoring game.
Call us.
But I still think the Jags will slow them down enough.
Put us on the Montclair State Radio.
Montclair State Radio. For sure, dude. For sure.
Totally, bro.
Yeah, that's for my upset pick.
Falcons, Vikings. We talk about that?
I got Vikings. Another home team. No, I like the Vikings. I like the Vikings this year. I think they had a year. I mean, look, they've had a year to learn a new scheme. Kirk obviously struggled, but they still have so many weapons. They have a really good defense. I like the Vikings this year. I think they can win the division.
Rams,
be a legit chance.
Panthers. I'm gonna go crazy. I'd say the Panthers could pull it off.
Panthers.
I see Cam Newton having a comeback year. His MVP year. Well, not MVP, but like decent, good enough year to come back, prove himself again.
Well, the problem is, Cam might not be 100%. And like I'm gonna pick the Rams purely based on that. Also, McVay's gonna be ready. I don't know. I like the Rams in this one. It's gonna be close though. It's gonna be close. I don't know. But Cam, it's hard to predict the Panthers because look at last year. What were they? 7-2, 6-2. They ended up going 7-9. It all relies on Cam's health.
Yeah, he's a leader of the team.
Period. I got 31-27. 31-27 Rams. McCaffrey's gonna have 2 touchdowns, but it's gonna come down to the wire. Rams pull it off.
Is that everybody?
Almost. No.
49ers, Bucks. And
Steelers, Patriots. 49ers, Bucks. I'm going to go Bucks.
I'm going to go 49ers.
Wow, okay. I like the Bucks just because Bruce Arians, and I think the offense is going to do pretty well.
I feel like Jimmy G's going to come back. Do his team.
Yeah, look, I want to agree, but it's in Tampa Bay. It's on the other side of the country.
They're also a team that could play a big role for the Melvin Gordon situation.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. They should. I mean, the McKinnon experiment, if you can even call it that, it's over.
Matt Breida.
Yeah, that's not. And they got Tevin Coleman, who I really like. But yeah, no. Then next we got Steelers, Patriots.
Steelers with his left hand.
So yeah, I got the Patriots. It's in Foxborough.
Bill Belichick's probably like tip the ref or something. You never know.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I like the Patriots in this one. I think Steelers still need time.
After unloading everybody.
Yeah, and again, like that secondary. Well, I'm gonna go as far as to say they're not good, but they're not good. They're not good enough to stack up with the Patriots, but that's at least how I see it. I mean, they got Joe Hayden, who I like, but that's really it. Their safeties are pretty young. Yeah, Steelers are I think it's a development year, which is hard to say, but I think it's a legit development year for them. But yeah, I got Patriots winning in Foxborough. So yeah, I think that's
pretty much it.
Yeah,
We got
that's
everybody. Little things to watch out for rookie-wise. I'd look out for A.J. Brown. Like I said, Titans, Browns, look out for him.
I'm not being biased, but Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, if he makes an appearance, that'd be interesting.
When he makes an appearance.
I would say Cam Newton. I mean, again, he's not 100%.
He's not a rookie, though.
I mean, like, in general, like, things to look out for. Like, fucking ass.
You said rookie, bro.
I know. I meant rookie AJ Brown, but yeah, no. Cam Newton.
Let's see what's going to happen to Todd Gurley.
We'll see. Todd Gurley, right?
Coming off that little injury.
That's interesting. Nick Foles, his debut. How does he do?
Kyle Murray, the number 1 pick.
Right. Colts. Brissett's team now. Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, we're going to see how Zeke does. And DK Metcalf. Because he said, you know, it's funny, like, we know if he was even going to be ready. He's like, I'm 100%. I'm going to go out there. And it's interesting with that receiving corps, because they got Lockett, who's going to be their main guy. But it'll be interesting to see the other receivers on that team, like DK and all the younger guys. But, yeah, it's going to be a really... I think it's going to be an interesting week 1, because there's so many... And even the Dolphins, I think, are an interesting team to watch, because they are starting Fitzpatrick.
Who's their backup?
Rosen.
Okay, ooh, fair.
And that's what I'm interested in, is like... Because I think he's sort of... His career is almost coming to an end, which is so crazy to say, because he just got drafted 10th overall, like, a year ago. But the problem is, yeah, I mean, if he loses the quarterback battle to Fitzpatrick...
That's sad. There's
something wrong. There's something... And again, like, even out of college, like, people had their, reservations with him. Yeah, it's going to be a really good week 1. I'm excited. I'm excited to sit down and watch it. Because, I mean, we've been waiting for football season for a long-ass time.
We've been in the talks about this for a little while.
Yeah, so it's good to finally get back on the podcast, even if we're not 100% right now. Like, we're going to definitely be better next week, hopefully. And,
I want to bring up one thing. This is football-related still.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Madden? Madden 20.
Madden 20, it's not great. That's my review.
Okay, that's it?
It's not great.
That's it.
Not a fan. EA sucks. Point blank, I can't say
EA likes me. We have United, okay?
Do you have a sponsorship yet? Can they get some free packs? I'll do pack opening vid for sure. Like if they somebody sponsor us, we'll do some pack openings for.
I just whooped his ass 2 days ago on a Hail Mary.
Okay, real quick, I'm up by 1. He chucks a Hail Mary and they called a PI on me, and I wasn't even usering the fucking guy. They just called on my fucking CPU. Fucking kicked the field goal and won it.
I personally like Madden this year. I'm being 100% honest.
I'll be real. Like, there were improvements, but EA is still they're too lazy, and it's been like this for the past entire console generation since Madden 25. I bought it because it's the only football game, and Madden 19 was.
Let's
that
make
bad.
our own football game.
I'm totally down. Or support Gridiron Champions. There's a new game coming out, and Maximum Football. I think those are the 2 new football games. Support them, buy their game. Because they actually want to make the game better. Real quick, too. In Madden 20, it was discovered this week that on one of the practice fields, a Madden 19 banner was still there. Which, literally, I mean, that's evidence that it's just a copy and paste job, for the most part. Because that doesn't just stay there if it's not, so... it's really exciting. Even the roster update that just came out, I've been waiting for. There were Seattle players, like crucial Seattle guys, like Puna Ford, who's going to be our starting D tackle for now. He was on the Bears, which makes no sense. I don't know if anyone else has had this problem. Maybe not, but
sponsor us still, EA. Really
sponsor us, EA. Nah, fuck those guys, man. Get like a Mutt Coin like website to sponsor us, and then we'll talk. That's it though. Yeah, buy Mutt Coins for 20% off your purchase. Type in.
MVD Nation.
MVD Nation. Type in MVD for your 10% off. But yeah, that was the podcast. I had fun. It's
one more thing.
Yeah.
2K came out today.
2K came out. That's true.
How you feel about that?
I haven't played for that long, but it's fine.
I haven't touched it yet.
I think my team is terrible.
Gambling?
Gambling. No, my team is really bad this year. It's again like sort of a copy and paste job. And they say, oh, we're gonna upload new content throughout the year. It's like, why not just do it before you release the game? Why not just release a full game before you make people pay for it? What? Like these gaming, it's corrupt, to be honest. But
How was your first week of school?
It's
College?
good. It's good. First week was
Sophomore year?
it's solid. Not gonna lie. I like my place, and yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit, man.
Wrapping it up here? Where are we at?
Wrapping that shit up.
35 minutes?
Which is short for us.
I mean, first day back.
First day back. Yeah, I mean, this is honestly a shorter podcast than usual, but I maybe we should keep this format just like quick and easy. Just rip it off like a band-aid, man.
Talk some stuff.
I'm excited to get back in the podcast, and and it's hard to really talk about much now because it's so early. We're in such an early stage of the season.
Once more sports come out, we'll talk about
right.
this
And
stuff.
again, like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of an overview for each team, get a sense of their key players, predictions, all that shit. I've done my NFL predictions already, so we get to hop on that
Shout
next
out,
week.
Sean. Shout out,
Woo,
MVD.
woo, woo. My name is Sean Courtney. Follow me at nowhere. Actually, don't follow my social media. I don't want that out. I suck. So yeah, it's been real, dude.
Thank you, brother.
No worries, man. Absolutely. Should we high five but make it like audible for them? Like
Yes.
make it really loud. Yeah, they
Hopefully it worked. They heard a loud bang by you.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, that's true. So, all right,
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Leave a like. Hopefully listen, comment, do whatever you gotta do. See you
Let
guys
us
on the next
know.
podcast.
Let us know your thoughts on week 1. Write your predictions down below if you've gotten to this point. And tell us who your favorite players are this year. Sort of some hidden gems. How about that? Write in the comments your favorite sort of hidden gems, whether it's from your favorite team or not. Write them in the comments down below.